And Eddie Brennan's been called across by the referee as we watch the replay of that action. Referee wants to have words.
Well, I think that Ollie Canning was unhappy with the way Eddie Brennan pulled on the ball, and then Eddie grabbed him by the face mask, which is a straight yellow card automatically.
And it happened as well in Thurles yesterday. And let's hope we don't see that creeping into the game even more. This is it again here. Oh, that's nasty. Shouldn't be allowed. Free drifts away to the right hand side, and another missed opportunity. 110 to 1-6. 9.5 minutes into the second half. His team ahead by 4, looking for 6 in a row in Leinster.
Well, Galway have had a number of chances, since the start of the second half, and each one of them they've thrown away, given away 2 silly frees, and they could be a lot closer if they had only a bit of belief in themselves. As
JJ Delaney lobs it forward here towards Richie Power, competing for it there. Across comes Henry Shefflin. This time he's got the angle, but not quite the accuracy. The other side of the goal this time for the 31-year-old from Ballyhale Shamrocks. Got sufficient latitude. Again, I think all the players having difficulty coming to terms with the nature of the breeze in Croke Park this afternoon. Caldon's puck out. In the first half, Galway won 7 of their 17 puck outs. This one is won back by Kilkenny again, and by John Tennyson, putting the pressure on David Collins. Goes back, whips it away again. Good play inside towards Joe Canning, but taken brilliantly by Jackie Turrell. What a left corner back this man has turned out to be over the years. Great play. Back out to John Dalton, an emerging star. Huge one up towards Eddie Brennan. Tried to nurse it to himself there, very near the sideline, did well to keep it in play. Ollie Canning's back defending. Henry Shefflin trying to make some headway, but out over the end line, and that's going to be a puck out to Galway. The intensity levels rising a little in the last couple of minutes, but still 4 points between them, 11 minutes into the second half. 31,376 people at Croke Park this afternoon. Calden's puck out is a poor one, straight to TJ Reid, and he hits it back with interest and puts it over the bar. Another for TJ Reid. That's 2 in this final. The young captain from Ballyhale Shamrocks benefiting by that poor puck out by Colm Calden.
Well, always dangerous to hit the ball straight out the middle and low, and David Collins was free on the wing and he wasn't spotted.
This is good play again by John Tennyson. They're glad to have him back. The competition for places will be intense as Henry Shefflin has another shot from way out the field, from right in the middle of the park. And it's 1 goal and 6 now for Henry Shefflin. 2 in a row for Kilkenny, and they open up an ominous gap from Galway's point of view. The margin is 6 points. Back out once again here. The pressure on the Kilkenny backs, and they deal with it with John Dalton coming across, getting away from Iar Latanian. Left-handed away, up towards Owen Larkin's wing, runs on instead there towards Shefflin, back in towards Larkin. Good combination, 45 metres from the target, and that one has gone right. And there's going to be another change in just a couple of moments, and Richie Hogan's about to come on for Kilkenny. So Richie Hogan comes into the game here to play in his 6th championship match. And the player going off, Eddie Brennan. 1 point was his contribution early in the first half.
Richie Hogan's gone straight into full forward with Richie Power now operating in the right corner.
Some variation. Once again, it's Michael Fennelly, who's playing really good hurling this season. Up towards Richie Hogan. Richie Power comes out, can't quite make it. TJ Reid can, slips it inside here. One back again by Galway, out as far as Tony O'Gregan. Knocked away, but knocked back to Tommy Welch. How many times does Tommy Welch get those loose clearances from opposing defenders? This time to Owen Larkin, and he has missed his opportunity to add to Kilkenny's tally. But you've been looking at it week after week and time after time. Tommy Welch, JJ Delaney, the 2 wing half backs, they stay there and they always seem to be in the right position to get the loose ball.
Well, a lot of the backs, the defenders, they just don't look, Gerard, they don't take the time, they maybe not confident enough, and they just hit it straight out there as a clearance right to JJ and Tommy, who are very good positional players.
And Richie Hogan now is tormenting Galway and tormenting Shane Cavan in particular, performing his party piece like the egg and spoon race, and that's over the bar. What an intro. First point of the day for Richie Hogan, his 6th ever championship point. Brilliant play here by the 22-year-old, absolutely tormenting Shane Kavanagh. We'll want to see that again. Great
bit of skill there, Ger. You know, he couldn't catch it the last time and just held it on the hurley. Fantastic skill, good player.
Such craftsmen in Kilkenny. Where they get them from, I don't quite know, but they produce them year after year. Good minor team as well this year. Henry Shefflin across here towards Richie Power. Power trying to release it inside, slipping it nicely forward here for Michael Rice to get onto. Got 2 points in the first half, an almost impossible angle. What a good ball across here. Fogarty. And that ball is high and it's over the bar. Aidan Fogarty announces his arrival in the Leinster final with his first point, set up for him beautifully here by the midfielder who had drifted forward, Michael Rice. The marking was a little slack and Fogarty puts it over to make it 114 to 1-6.
Great point, Joe. You'd have expected maybe to get a run on Damien Joyce there and go for the goal to cement this place for the semi-final.
I think it's very, very difficult to cement any place in any match at this stage with that Kilkenny team. Never know what to expect. Standards are so high. Michael Rice, huge one in. Goalkeeper comes. Colm Calnan picks out his fullback here, Shane Kavanagh. Whoops, bounced off Donal Barry, and Barry in the end takes the responsibility. 8 points the margin at this stage, and Galway need to close the gap. They've only got 1 point in the second half so far after nearly 16 minutes of play. Cyril Donnellan concedes the free. John McIntyre looks deeply concerned.
Yeah, Shefflin coming out to take this now, Jaron. Since he's gone to centre forward, he's pulling the strings for Kilkenny, and they're moving the ball a lot faster. And they're moving away from Galway now. And Galway have only won 2 puck outs, I think, since the start of the second half, and Kilkenny really dominating.
Well, Henry Shefflin was 4 from 6 frees taken so far. That was very far out, so he played it into TJ Reid, and you can see the cleverness of that. Henry Shefflin knew it was possibly outside his range. There was a better chance for a better placed colleague. TJ Reid steps up, takes the responsibility, gets his 3rd point, and makes it 115 to 1-6.
Club players, of course, Gerard, at Ballyhale, and be well used to playing with each other, and they'll be tuned into what was needed.
And Kilkenny are very, very well tuned in at this stage in the match. Can Galway offer any response? They need goals. Tony O'Gregan to Damien Hayes, knocked forward here, an opportunity maybe for Owen Lynch, and he's put it wide. That cohesion which you expect to see there on Leinster final day is absent at this stage in Galway's play, and John Hardiman there having a quick word with John McIntyre, 2 of the backroom people. They're preparing another sub. Going well at this stage for Brian Cody and his squad. The puck out as far as TJ Reid.